Hey y'all, it's planner season, and most planners are only on pre-order right now if they've even been listed yet. And the Hobonichi, of course, starts September 1st, and this is only the 20th, August. So I am going to open this one because it's the first one I've gotten so far. And it was not pre-ordered. It was, you ordered it and they shipped it like the same day. Anyway, this is from Hightide. And if you watched my not Hobonichi video last year, then you might have seen me talk about it. I had gotten it the year before as well. It's a fairly small planner. It's not, I don't think anybody would want to use it if they had a whole lot of stuff to write down. But I'm going to take that out because I think that's the invoice. And it's just us. Look at the cute sticker. This is the name of the shop, Hightide Store. I don't really know what the, oh, DT must be downtown. Anyway, LA. It's in California. Anyway, this is called the Katie. Well, trust me, it's called the Katie. And wow, I guess they just do it. What? I don't know how they do it. Anyway, this is the one that I really wanted to get, but you know, anybody who orders stuff like this, if there's a ceiling for getting free shipping, you're gonna order more. Which I think that's why they set it up that way. Anyway, this one is also cute. It's called the Monthly. Well, we'll talk about it. Anyway, okay. This one says, I don't know why it says that. I thought I was just getting the little weekly pamphlet. I guess I'd got more than I thought I was getting. But that's actually cute. I might. Anyway, this is the one. They have the lunar animal for the year on the cover every year. And this is the one that I'm using this year. I don't have the other one handy. The one the year before was the dragon, and it was the planner was green. They have different colors, but this was the color I chose with the snake, purple. And this is the horsey, which it did come in the green, but I just thought it was nicer with the whatever color that is, because of the horse. Thought it. Anyway, okay, I will show you. I thought I was getting just the monthly. Let me see if I can reach it. It's over here. I never used it. This is the one I got last year, or maybe this is from the year before that. It only has the monthly. See how small it is compared to this one? And this says weekly right on it. I didn't get what I thought I got. Anyway, this is what I thought I would get. See, it always has a dessert on the front, and so I guess I didn't read the listing well enough. I just assumed because of the cake, which I love strawberry cake. Anyway, and the Katie is, in my opinion, almost exactly the same as this, except B6 size. And this is what they call the square diary. And it begins the planning part of it began. As you can see, it's mainly the calendar. It doesn't really have a lot of extra around the calendar. Anyway, the planning starts in October, and it's not just the monthly, it's the whole weekly. And this is the end of the year, January. And this is where it starts. It starts the very first week of October. It says this table, and I don't timetable. I mean, I don't really do that. What I usually use it for is to put what my husband's doing. I just put one little bitty notation. Is he at home? Is he working? Is he across town? Something like that. And then I usually decorate across the top and the bottom and in between these, because I want them to still say evening. So I just put what I'm doing in the morning, what I'm doing, and then down here, these lines I usually use to log my meals, what I'm eating. And it has, like I said, it's all the way from October to the next January. It doesn't have the full month, it just has the first week, the last week of December. And then it has just a few pages here, which I usually just use for swatching, just to make sure whatever pen I'm using isn't gonna show through or bleed. And then I have a little folder that I stick in there. I don't use the pen thing because it's kind of short, and your pen would probably be taller than the book. They have a pen, but it's always sold out. It's really cute. It has a really long cap, but the pen is short, so when you post the cap on the end, it makes the pen look longer. But when you close it up, then it would definitely fit in this pen holder. So one of these days I'm gonna actually be able to get that pen. I don't try often enough. I'm sure there's plenty of times when it was available. I just didn't check. Okay, this is the planner that I'm gonna start with first in October. Now, let's see. Where did I put it? Oh, it's underneath. Okay. Now, I have to open this so I can see if it's the same, because it looks like it is. But why would I get two exactly the same? But isn't it cute? See, I couldn't understand why it was $24 if it was just the monthly. So I thought it maybe had something to do with the extra shipping and tariff stuff. But no, it's actually the same size and everything as the other one. But I like the one that has the lunar animal, the lunar year animal on it, because I just think it's cute. And I don't know if you can tell, it has a cover. This part, well, you could probably tell when I was doing it. It comes with the cover already on it. And this little pink part could come out if you didn't want that, and you could design the front of this. It's just plain. So, I mean, if you didn't like this cover, oh wow, look at that. It's a cutout. If you didn't like that cover, then you could change it if you wanted. if you're artistic, but I really think the strawberry cake is cute. So, oh, it came with stickers. Look how cute. Wow, those stickers are tiny. I don't know if you can see them very well. My light is weird. I need to put my light higher, but I don't have any way of attaching it. Anyway, the other one didn't have that. Anyway, schedule diary is the same. It is the same. Although, does it not start? Yeah, it starts in October too. Let's see if the weeklies start in October. Yep, the weeklies start in October. This is exactly the same as the other one, even though it doesn't have the horse. So cute. Well, I might still try to get the monthly. They sell them at Yoseka also, and I just finished ordering something from Yoseka, so, but it wasn't, well, I don't know. I'll decide what to do. I don't really need it because I don't actually use it, but I just like that little cute monthly. I mean, you could stick it in your pocket and use it to notate appointments or whatever. Like if you were out, like if you were at the doctor's office or somewhere else, then you could just jot them down there and then move them to where you actually need it later, and you wouldn't have to carry around your great big thing, whatever big your everyday use is. Okay, now this one is a little bit different as far as the cover. It's not a separate thing, but it is still vinyl-y. And you could, I don't know how the stickers would fit on it. Anyway, it says journal, and it has a little user guide suggestion. I mean, of course, any journal can be used any way the person who owns it wants to use it. But I know a lot of people like to imagine the person who created it, what their intention for it was. Wow, is it just me, or does that look really light? Wow. You could totally cover that with other stuff to make it more bright. I don't think it was like that on the one last year. I bought this same planner last year also, although I didn't use it. I have a lot of planners I didn't use. Is anybody interested in seeing all the planners I have that I've never used? Completely bare, never used planners, and I have a nice selection of them. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but these are columns, but they're so light lines. They all have no bookmarks. Anyway, it doesn't really have the the difference here is this part isn't lined, but I think it's still there. It's like dot grid or whatever. You just can't really tell because of the light and how faint the lines are. Anyway, it does have some note pages in the back, and I guess, yeah, it has a, and like I said, I usually just use them for swatches. And this one, it has a little sticky pocket, like well, it's meant to be like this, I would guess. This one is attached to the cover, and so is this one. But since this one's cover is not detachable, then they give you the sticker to put there so you can still have a pocket. Anyway, and that is called the Katie. They have fun names for all of their books. Okay, well, that is my oh, it's two separate pockets. Cool. Oh no, that's the sticky part. Okay, this is the pocket part. That is my order from Hightide. My first planners for 2026, and I will probably have some more, and I think I'm just attach this video to the others. So see ya. Hey y'all, guess what? I got another planner package. So let's open it. This, I hear people talking about these all the time. They call it the dupe, the Hobonichi Weeks dupe, but it is, well, it might be a copycat, but it's Kinbor, K-I-M-B-O-R, and the only place I've ever seen you can order it from here rather, is, let me make sure there's no invoice. Nope. So far, no. Nope, don't see one. Okay. Okay, the only place I've ever seen you can get it is AliExpress, and that's where I got it. Anyway, look at this. Ooh, that's a separate thing. I didn't realize. Cool. I bought both of them with covers, and I got one plain so I can decorate the front under the cover. And this is the second one. And look at that. That's even fancier than I expected. Of course, the Hobonichi is in Japanese. This is not Japanese. This is Korean, I presume. I mean, I didn't say that right. This is Chinese, which makes sense. Anyway, let's open one, shall we? Do we need to open both? They're supposedly the same inside. This one's probably just, I don't know if I can get that off without tearing it. Ah, I can. Cool. Of course, it's gonna leave a gooey, but that's okay. I usually just use washi to cover that up. Anyway, look at this. It's a notepad. No, it's not a notepad. Oh, it's kind of like, well, it's just basically a wall calendar, it looks like. Isn't that cute? You can't see it because I have a short frame on my my camera isn't far enough away. I can't zoom out. Anyway, look at that! Unicorn! It's like a unicorn costume. It's not a real unicorn. But look, and it's even a Monday start. Ooh, I like that. Kinbor. Oh, I spelled it wrong. K-I-N-B-O-R. Okay. Okay, yes. I didn't look on the back. Let's look. Ooh, it's like, it. You know, I was thinking it's kind of like when you get those flyer things inside the Hobonichi pack. But it is like that, because it gives you suggestions for how to use it on the back. Isn't that cool? Anyway, I like that. Of course, we're gonna have to test if we can. These are the bookmark strings. Brunch Brother. Isn't it cute? Look at that. It's textured. Nice. I like that. Ooh, it even has a design on the inside. Nice. 2026 weekly. Wow. Look at that. I don't know what any of that says. If I could even see it, because it's pretty small. There's the overview pages. There's the monthly. Let's compare it. Okay. Here's the calendar. It's pretty much the same, except this part is on the opposite side. I guess it's like a list of holidays, country holidays, or maybe they're regular holidays. I just don't know. Okay, this is just regular. I think I skipped a page. Yeah, just this is the month. I guess these are the days. Oh, see, there's not as much. They crammed it all into one page on the Hobonichi, and this was a spring start Hobonichi, but they spread it out. You have more room to write stuff on this one, and this paper is a little thicker. And it doesn't feel quite as coated, but you can tell it is coated a little bit. I think each day is a little bit longer, so let's see, they're about the same size. I think this one is thicker than the Hobonichi, and but there's not as many extra pages on the they took up more space for each day, which is kind of a good thing if you use it to make lists of to-dos or whatever, or if you know a lot of people who have birthdays. Let's see, how many days does it have? Months does it have? Okay, there's 12. Oh, it doesn't have any extra months. Okay, so I wonder if it starts. This is a different kind of overview page, I guess. And here's where the weekly start. So it's longer because it doesn't have the quotes at the bottom. And it, oh well, this one didn't have an extra month after December. And this one has more because it was a spring start. Let's get to the weeks. I decorated the first few weeks and then I quit. I quit the week before Christmas. Yeah. I just was using the Luca Lab instead. Okay, so you couldn't really use the same kits because the space is shorter on the Hobonichi. So see how much longer? So you would, I mean, you wouldn't be able to use those single strips. You would have to use individual stickers for each day, which is not that big a deal. I mean, the rest of it you could probably still do, although you wouldn't be able to use those little strips that are supposed to be at the bottom because there's not enough space. But that's okay too. You can just put stickers on each day. That's the way I do. I don't know what any of this means, but I usually cover that part up. Nice. Okay, let's see. When did it start? It started on the 1st. This is January 1st. So you don't get the whole month of December like you do in the regular 1 year weeks. This one, like I said, this one always gives you a month in advance. So this one gave you all of March. It started the last week of February and all of March and April, because they called the spring start the April start. So this was where it was supposed to, this is the beginning of the, anyway, you get the idea. Okay. Alright, so we want to see how many weeks does it go. It goes, there's the last week of September, December. Oh, there's the beginning of January. Ah, okay, so you do not get a month on either side of the end. And you get I don't know if the pages are numbered. Oh, it looks like they are. The pages are numbered, starting with the first one, and they go to 40 something. It's too small for me to see and I don't have my glasses. Well, I'll be able to see it on the thing. After I finish the video, I can zoom in on the on that shot. Okay, and then it has more pages. I'm just gonna show them because, like I said, I can't read what it says anyway. That's probably like lists for favorite things and stuff like that. This one has boxes. You can check off stuff. You could make, wow, you can make a really long bucket list. Oh, there's some suggestions for stuff. No idea what. There's a map of China, I presume. And some more stuff I can't read. Little pictures. I guess it's pictures about whatever the words are. Oh, and there's a final, oh, it even has the seal on the back, like the Hobonichi does. The Hobonichi has that. Well, I got that stuck. Anyway, this plastic is thicker than the... Okay. Well, oh, you know what? I didn't turn it over. This one has the same flyer thing. So cute. Okay, so this one, I can't remember what it was called, but it says, go on a spring outing. And it has the, I guess it's a train through the Sakura, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Do they have Sakura in China? I guess they do. Oh, it has the pocket, and they don't give it to you to stick where you want, they just put it there. But it's not plastic, it's paper. So that could get easily torn off. Okay. Well, that is my third planner that is not Hobonichi. Okay, side note, tonight is the Hobonichi sale beginning, and I still don't know if I'm gonna order any. So by the time you see this video, you might know whether or not I did. Okay, anyway, till the next time, bye. Okay, so I realized I didn't show you the plastic cover, so we will show you one of them. If I can open it. Ah, here it is. I think this cover is about the same weight as the week's cover. It's pretty much designed the same. It even has the pencil holder just like the week's. Although it doesn't look as wide. It probably couldn't fit a whole pen in it. Well, I could. Not as big of one though. You can put a pretty big, I think they make it big enough to hold the Hobonichi pen, which as you know is a little bit of a chunky monkey. But it even has that little pull-off bookmark. I've seen a lot of people put a Velcro button there, you know, and put another one on the back. So then they just pull that, I mean, they put it under here, and then they put it over like that, and then Velcro it. Although, if you're smart, you won't Velcro it that far over, because you want to make sure you have room for it to expand. Alright, let's see how it fits. And on the back. There you go. Nice. And of course, if this wasn't already decorated, you could put whatever you wanted underneath the cover. It's actually keeping it open a little bit. Not too bad. If you put something on top of it for a little bit, it would hold it down. Stretch it just enough to keep it from. There you go. Let's see what size pin you could put there. Here's the Klena. I think the Klena is about the same size as the Hobonichi pen. And it will not fit. I don't want to break it. So you're going to want a narrow pen, which could be a, if I had one. Okay. Here's the Hobonichi pen. And pretty sure it won't fit, because the Klena is the same size. Yeah, no way that's gonna fit. But a lot of people like the this is from Amanda H. Lee. I love that. Keep doodling. A lot of people like the Uniball one, and that's what this is. And I bet that one would fit. Oh, and also a Muji pen would fit. I don't have one of those handy. Huh. That won't fit either. Oh wait, yes it will. Again, I'm a little bit hesitant to force it because no, it'll go. I don't know how easy it'll be to take it in and out though. Plus, it doesn't really go all the way. I don't like to stick up over the top. So, if you didn't have a really small kind of pen, you probably wouldn't want to put it in there. You would want to just do the clip. And then of course it would dangle. Who wants that? Okay, I have one more query for myself. Now, I do not have, nor have I ever had, one of the Hobonichi Weeks covers, you know, the cloth type covers or whatever material they are, that the Weeks fit in outside of the cover, the clear cover, I mean. But I do have this, this is my Luca Lab. Look how fat it's gotten. This paper is thicker too, and it's a little bit shorter. I put it fit in the, because it's not quite as long as the Hobonichi. The clear cover is, because I used a Weeks clear cover. But you can see it's a lot taller. This one is a lot taller. So if I want to put my Weeks in there, that would fit, because that's what it was designed for. But if I wanted to put this in there, the question is, will it fit with the clear cover, or would I have to keep that off? Because I like to keep it with the clear cover on, so that I can just put in one side. Ah, it's gonna fit. Yes. So I like to just put in one side, and that way I can still see the front. Yes. Okay. Now let's do a fountain pen test. I'll just use some of these pages. Where's my... Okay, this is my homemade pencil board. I cut around. I used you know when you buy a sheet of stickers by itself, and it comes with the little board behind it. When you open the package, there's a board behind the sheet of stickers. So I just used that board, and I added a little tab before I put on the washi tape, and then I covered that with, what do they call, a laminate sheet. I just bought the plain kind. I didn't use an actual laminator, although you could do that, but you probably would want to make the board narrower so that the laminate part would stick out and not be too wide. Okay, so let's test. This is the Preppy, Platinum Preppy fountain pen, and it just has the ink cartridge in it. Hold on. I think I've been using it a lot this month, so it's going to run out. Okay. This is the Platinum Preppy. I'm doing it sideways. There we go. Ooh, smooth when you write it in the correct position. Platinum Preppy. Okay, let's go ahead and test the Clenna since we have it. Energel Clenna. This is the red one. I really like the blue one, but I took the ink out and switched it for something else. Here's the Hobonichi pen. Uniball Jetstream. Let's open this back up and test. This is a Tombow. These are probably not a good test because they are running out of ink because I use them all the time. This is a Le Pen Marby. I bought it at the, let's see, is it Kunaya? Kino Kunaya, I think it's how you say it. It's from there. It's a bookstore that's not too far away from me. They call it the Flex. Wow. The problem is, there we go. Flex. I don't know if it's left flex or just flex. There we go. And What else do I have? Nope. That's another Clenna. Well, I guess I can do different color Clenna. That's basically an inner gel refill in the Clenna, which you can buy separately on Amazon. Just get the inner gel RT, I think, maybe. Okay. Here's the blue one. I think I put a blue cartridge in it. I think I'm gonna have to go here. Yeah, it's not the one that came in it. The one that came in it is dark ink, the blue black they call it, and I switched it out into this one because this one had black ink, which I thought was dumb. So this is the ink that came in, the blue one. Nice. And let's test a mild liner. Okay. What else do I have? Oh, this is gonna be a good test. This bad boy. This is the kind you have to prep, and you prep it with this pump. But it is super, super inky. Look at that. It's like milk. They call it milky. And look, see how milky it is? And it bleeds through on the Hobonichi paper. I'm gonna have to, it's not double-sided. I'm gonna have to write in the name of it. What do they call it? Milky Pop? No, they just call it Milky Brush. Pentel. It comes in other colors, but I just bought one at the Kinokuniya bookstore, and just to test it, and I haven't ever gotten any others. But if I go back there, which I might do to get my Hobonichi, if I decide not to order from the site, then I might get the other colors. See if I have anything else I want to. This is a they call it the Fit Line. It's Pentel Fit Line, and this is the limited version that was by Clenna, and they don't make it anymore. But I'm still using them. Look, it's almost the same color as the milky. Well, that one is more milky, isn't it? I'm just going to use the edge. Fit Line. Okay. I guess that's enough. If you have lots of different types of ink you want to try, you can do that. This one is I don't know what it, oh, it's just a jet stream. I don't know what those O's are. It's a jet stream, but I think it ran out of ink. No, it's good. Oh, why haven't I been using it? I like this pen. This is a good pen. If you don't want the multicolors, I highly recommend the regular jet stream, because it writes on a lot more different papers than the gel pens do, and it's very comfortable to write with. Anything else? No. Oh, I didn't use the one. Here's the one. You need, I messed up. One. This is a good color. You can buy these at the Kino Kunai. I know I'm saying it wrong. I looked it up the other day because I wanted to see if you can tell by their website if they have the Hobonichi, and all of the website was like from 2023, so there wasn't any point in looking at it because they don't use the website. Clearly it wasn't updated. Okay, well, let's look on the back. Ooh, you can barely tell, although that probably wasn't a good test because you can't see the back very well. But I mean, if it was bleeding through, you'd be able to tell. Let's see about these. No, it did not bleed through at all. Wow, except the milky one did a little bit. You can still feel it, it's wet. Anyway, don't use these in your weeks. If it was a darker color, you'd be able to see it more. Okay, well, alright. I hope that satisfies anybody's questions about the Kinbor. More space to write. No quotes at the bottom, although it does still have that little calendar, which, since you can't read it, is not that big of a deal to cover up. Sometimes people don't have as much to write for Sundays, but it does stick right there in the middle of the Sunday area. So look at those little puff balls. Cute. Anyway, okay, thank you for watching my video, this part of it anyway. There will be more to come because I have not gotten all the planners I've ordered yet for next year. I'm going to compile one video. It's going to be long apparently because I just spent a lot of time doing that. I didn't even do that with the Hightide. Okay. Thanks for watching. Guess what, y'all? I got something special. I swore up and down that I was not going to get this. I was not going to get this. I was not going to get this. I got it. So let me open it for you. Okay. I'm trying, I didn't cover up the address, so I'm trying not to show that side. I just hope there's no invoice with my address right on top when I open it upside down. Okay. Anyway. Oh, did I get it right? I don't think I got it right. Whoops. Still didn't get it right. I think I got it right that time. Okay. Okay, there is an invoice, but I don't think you can see it. So I'll just take out all the paper and not show you what's in the box. Except I want to see what's in the box, just in case it's... I think ooh! Wait a minute. It's not coming out. There we go. I got a cool sticker of an ink bottle. Isn't that cute? It's vinyl. Nice. I'll just stick that right there. Okay, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. A dum-dum. Do they still call them dum-dums? Well, it looks like a dum-dum. It says Tootsie Pop, but I've never seen a Tootsie Pop that small. Oh man, backwards. I was not going to get this. I know I said that 100 times already, but I mean, it was really a lot of money. And I could not put that in my budget. And every time I thought, oh, I think I could squeeze it in. And I thought, yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to buy these stickers or these stickers or these stickers. I might have to cancel all my subscriptions for the month. And I just couldn't make myself do that. So, since April, this actually released in April, y'all. And it is now 3 days. Today's the 28th. 3 days, not including today, until the 1st of September. And now I finally have it. Oh boy! Look at it! Look at it! So spectacular. This is not my favorite color, but I'm obsessed with the swirl. I just wanted to see what my swirl would look like. Is it an unscrew? I can't. Oh, it's an unscrew. There's my swirl. One whole side of just brown. I like it. I like it. It's a combination of all the different things you could get. Just white, just brown, and a whole lot of swirlies in between. You just now, look, you just poured your cream into that luscious dark concoction of wondrous coffee, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so how does it snap or does it screw? Yeah, it screws. Okay, but it kind of feels a little bit springy too. I think they said that is what keeps it from drying out when you put the ink in it. Anyway, let's look at it again. Okay, there's the emoji. I don't have good light. The sunlight is, wait, the sunlight, there, you can see it now. See the emoji head on the nib? So cute. And now this is the medium nib. They said that if you get the medium nib, then you could have it ground for a journaler or whatever other kind of specialty grinds they can do. And I probably never will do that, but I still have the option if I have the medium nib. And I didn't just get it because that's the only one they had, although there was only the fine. I might have gotten the extra fine if they had it, but I'm happy with the medium. It came with one tiny little cartridge. And the first time I put it, I put this in my cart 4 times, y'all. The first time I put it in my cart, I put it in with a syringe set, and somehow I ended up with the syringe set in the end. But I'm so happy that I got the pen. Let's see. Wait, is that? No, it doesn't. Scan to activate the pen. Oh. Huh. I probably shouldn't have shown that. I don't know what that means. Did that mean, like, register it, I guess, maybe? Okay. Well, maybe I can figure out a way to blur that part so people can't steal my scan. I don't know since I don't know what it means, I don't know if that's actually something you would steal. But some people are just too curious. They can't help doing a thing. There's a little cushion. Put the pen back on it. Nice. I think I want to display it like this so you can see it. Okay, there we go. Now, that's what it looks like on the inside of the box. This is what the box looks like on all the sides. Look, it's like stationery drawers. Here's the little blurb. You could pause and read it if you hadn't already seen it. If it's straight. It's blurry to me, but I think that's just because I don't have good eyes. Whoops. Okay. I don't think there's anything in there, because it wouldn't be. Anyway. Okay. So this is my pen. This is the cap. This is the packaging. This is my Goulet pen freebies. And this is what came in the packaging. And this is the Esterbrook freebie. Okay, hold still and we'll do a quick shot of it so we can put that on the thumbnail. Okay, y'all, thanks for watching.